And happening today, the Pentagon says the 700 Marines mobilized by President Trump will leave L.A.
Now, they were sent here as immigration raids and protests started, and NBC4's Brittany Hope is live at the federal building in Westwood where those troops had been stationed. Brittany, things looking a lot different this morning.
Really different because all we're seeing now is an empty parking lot. You know, for more than a month, if you drove by here, if you tried to get in, there was a lot more security. All of the entrances, the parking lot was filled with military vehicles, men and women in uniform, many who had their guns guarding this building. So first it was the National Guard who was out here. They were replaced by the Marines. But now you can see this morning, all of that military presence is gone. This comes after a statement yesterday from the Pentagon saying stability is returning to L.A. and the deployment of the hundreds of Marines who were here sends the message lawlessness will not be tolerated. It was their job to guard the federal buildings here in Westwood and in downtown L.A. and to protect federal law enforcement as they carried out their immigration mission in Southern California. But since they got here and since 4,000 National Guard troops were federalized by President Trump, Governor Newsom and Mayor Karen Bass have said all along that they weren't needed. The mayor spoke out yesterday right after hearing that news from the Pentagon.
It was never needed. They were never needed for crowd control. They are not trained in crowd control. They're trained to fight on foreign lands, and hopefully they will be going back to defend our nation.
So last week, 2,000 of the National Guard who were here were sent back home, but 2,000 are still here in L.A. So between the National Guard and the Marines, a Pentagon official estimates that this whole deployment will cost $134 million. Reporting live in Westwood, Brittany Hope for Today in L.A.